Hi there, Kate Tosto here from REMAX Centre Realty, and I love these little chats that I get to do with the agents at the center of REMAX Centre Realty. Today we are talking with Maryam Frederick, and Maryam, hello.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning. We are going to start with a little bit of a quick fire. So 2 down and dirty quick questions. You ready?
I'm ready.
Okay. What is your middle name? Go.
My middle name is Murday, which was my maiden name. So my full name is Maryam Murday Frederick. And before I got married, my middle name was Rebstock, which was my mother's maiden name.
Love it.
So yeah,
no name. Good ones.
Yeah, I like being Maryam Murday Frederick. It's a nice compromise to taking my husband's name. I keep mine too, which is sort of cool.
Very cool. I love it. I love it. Now, speaking of your husband, before we started recording, you and I were talking about all those books in the background. You just have a fantastic collection. And what did you tell me? This is when a real estate agent and
Mary's a literature professor. Yeah. and my husband's most recent book is on collecting. So he's not just a literature professor, he's a collector. This is a small part of this is like half of our library. So we were really excited about this house. When I found it, we had Brian Menino put the shelving in, and this is really the first time we lived in a house that's actually can hold our books. Before it was really questionable. Yeah, so it's great. It's a great room.
It really is. I'm a little jealous of the background. Yeah. A little bit jealous. And I mean, if you're going to collect anything, like books.
Hey, books are good. You know, books are good. You can read books.
You can put them on the shelf.
Line your walls with books, and then it makes you look smart when you're on Zoom.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, we're big readers in this house, all three of us. So.
Perfect. Tip of the day: buy some books. Put them in.
Buy some books. Buy a house with Maryam Frederick.
That's the real tip.
She'll help you.
This is great. So I got us off track with our quick fire because I'm just amazed with all the books. But next question. Here we go. What is your favorite color?
My favorite color is blue. I have lots of lots of colors that I like, but definitely the favorite one is blue.
Okay. What kind of blue? I feel like there's a lot of blues.
I know that's, like the range of blue, maybe a deep blue, not too light, not aquamarine.
Okay.
Not turquoise, blue.
Got it. Thank you for sharing.
You're welcome.
So Maryam, you mentioned that this is one of the first homes where you've been able to put all your books out for display, have them easily accessible for reading. Yeah. It sounds like you've moved a few times in your life. Would that be fair to say?
Oh yeah, that's definitely fair to say. It's really funny that I work helping people that are moving, because I've moved a lot and I still get really anxious when I move. I have a lot of anxiety around moving. And yet I, fill my days spending with people who are also in the middle of moving anxiety. So that's pretty funny. But
that is very funny.
Yeah.
Any tips, anything that's helped your anxiety that you could pass along, or maybe the process just is what it is?
The process is what it is. I think that the most important thing is to just remember that it'll be over at some point. It's going to be terrible.
No, but there's an end.
No matter what you do. Maybe if you can, if you're in a position where you can pay someone to move you and pack you, I think if that's something you can do, we've never had anyone pack us. I mean, trying to get someone to pack this would be interesting, but yeah, maybe don't have a huge book collection. That would be my number one tip if you're going to move.
Perfect. Yeah. I will get rid of mine right now.
Yeah.
No more books. Yeah. How many times do you think you've moved? If you had to pick a number, I'm not going to make it count.
So many times. So we've now been in State College for just over 10 years. And I have more than doubled the amount of time I've spent in any one place in my life. and I don't know if,
congrats.
I guess I'll share my age. I'm 45. So in my 45 years, I have never lived more than usually 4. Like I have like a life pattern of moving every 4 years. But
Wow.
I lived in Boston for 5 years.
Mm-hmm. Sounds great.
Because it's Boston, so who wouldn't want to live there for as long as possible?
I would agree. I would agree for sure. I'm glad you're not asking me questions because I'm not going to tell you my age, but thank you for sharing.
Yeah, well,
We're just an open book here, guys. I love it. So what did you do before real estate? I don't know if that contributed to your moving, or what did life before real estate look like for Maryam?
Well, like many people in State College, I moved for the university, and I specifically moved because my husband is faculty at the university. So what I did before coming here doesn't really tie into why I moved here. Before I became a real estate agent, I was an opera singer.
No, you were not.
Yeah, I was. I went to the Boston Conservatory, and I was definitely a very excellent starving artist opera singer. I lived in New York. I went to the Boston Conservatory in Boston. I did all the things that young artists do, struggled and performed whenever I could. And then when my son was when he was a newborn, my husband got his first job offer out of graduate school at Clemson. So that seemed like a really good time, living in our 4th floor walk-up.
Yeah.
With a
newborn
baby in Washington Heights, Manhattan, to move. So we went to Clemson, and we were there for 4 years, and then we came here, and I became a real estate agent here. I took off 5 years. My son was 5 when I got my license. So I spent some time being a mom, stay-at-home mom, doing that full time, and I really love that. And then when we were here, it was just, I was ready. I was really ready to go back to work and thinking about what I wanted to do next that I could do here. And I really had this feeling that I would really love real estate. We had bought and sold a couple of houses, had a really good experience and had a really not so good experience. And I thought, I feel like what a real estate agent does can be really important, and you can really help people. And I thought, well, I think I like to do that. I like houses. I like people. And it was just the best decision. I mean, I love what I do now. And I've been doing this now, I guess, 8 years.
Wow. Good for you. Very good for you. I know whenever I talk to your clients, they're always like, we love Maryam. And I'm like, I know, me too.
I love my clients. I mean, that's really the best part of it's fun. The houses are fun, right? I do residential real estate, and that's fun. Like I actually really like showings. To me, it's just really exciting to go into buildings. But the relationships that you make are definitely the best part of this job. And I've had a lot of clients become really good friends after the transaction. And that's, it's really nice to be a little part of something so important for people, their home.
I agree. That makes a ton of sense. Yeah. Well, Maryam, thank you so much for sharing all of that. And I must go back to our tip that if you want to become one of Maryam's other friends, or you need to buy or sell, go back to that original tip of reaching out to Maryam for your real estate needs.
Yeah, so it's a good tip.
It's fantastic.
Yeah.
Well, Maryam, you have a great rest of your day. You guys out there listening and watching, thank you so much for getting to know Maryam Frederick a little bit better. And you have a good rest of your day too.
Thanks, Kate.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye now.